But
I remember it's good you mentioned. I wanted to say it before. I said no. I remember I didn't want to be a lot of Arsenal. Remember when he was linked to Arsenal? That Edward. Arsenal fans were raving for that guy.
Yeah.
He went to Crystal Palace and that.
Rashford had 30 goals last season. This season, Rashford has 8 goals. There's something going on.
Exactly. I was going to touch on that. The same thing had last season. United did much better. It was in the same. Let's quickly touch on Crystal Palace. The last 5 games, they've lost none. They've won 4 now, drawn just 1. So it's a team in form. I know. And I have a reason why I still talk about them after talking about United. I know, yes, you can say United are weak, but let me ask you: is it that that United made a good Crystal Palace, or they were not just there today? And secondly, to that question for us to talk about is this Olise boy, is he quality? Is he good enough for the big teams? And do you expect him to be in Crystal Palace next season?
Okay. I think that United, like I said when I started, the materials, the tools were not there today to a larger extent. They had round pegs in square holes. Playing Casemiro centre back is never good. Playing Wan-Bissaka left back, playing Eriksen defensive midfield, you could see he was just standing there and Ulises.
So why didn't he play Amrabat there?
Well, it's level of time. I guess he wanted somebody that could also pass the ball. Eriksen also tried to create. Yeah. No, you have Garnacho there. Yeah, Eriksen is a good long passer.
I know.
You had Garnacho there.
I don't know, man.
You had Garnacho, you had Anthony. You wanted Eriksen to defend and also be able to create what Bruno has been doing for the team. That's essentially. So, I mean, that's my thinking of what the coach wanted to do. Then talking about Olise is an exceptional talent. No doubt about that. Good engine, extremely skillful, fast. And I think his biggest asset is his ability to shoot and ability to cross the ball. So coming from the right wing, he's lethal. If he gets in the periphery of your 18-yard box, he can do a lot of damage. Having said that, taking a step up to the top 4, 5, 6 teams is a different ball game because that's where you have to deliver every game.
Week in, week out.
Right? Week in, week out. You have to deliver, and I'm talking about serious work and serious production. So he's produced pretty well for Crystal Palace. So I know that clubs will go after him, but I think that anybody going after him, there's a little bit of pinch of salt there. He needs to have time to adapt to the teammates, and hopefully he has the mentality. Now, that's another thing. One thing is that skill, and look at Bissouma, what's happening to Bissouma at Spurs. Now I see why, despite all of us wanting him to come to Arsenal, where Arsenal kind of balked for some reason from buying that dude. The guy is there now at Spurs. When the chips are down, he is not fighting for the shirt.
And Conte criticized him seriously. I was wondering why Conte was criticizing. He said he wasn't using him that time. Now I know why. Chaba, you want to talk quickly on the Crystal Palace Nimi before we move to the next game?
Yeah, I think they said it all. They're informed. New manager bounced to. We can't take that away.
Yeah.
New managers come. Remember when Patrick Vieira came to Crystal Palace? He was a toast. They're playing sexy champagne soccer. Everybody wants show. You see the difference between Manchester United now. Towards the end of the coach's career, you see how heads drop, everything drops. And you see with Crystal Palace, the new coach comes in, the flavor of the month. Everybody, you see all the players are, even Nathaniel Klein, that was nonsense. Look at him, part of the back trace, just like he's a 60, 70 million pound player again. But
Yeah, Matete, I think this
Mateta,
is his fifth goal at home.
Before
the new coach came,
he never usually talks in. Now you see him, he's talking in. Look how good and everything. So Crystal Palace, they are doing good. Good manager bounce. They are doing well. Olise, as regards to Olise, if I was any team, I would stay away. Why? Olise is like buy one get five, play one get 5 matches injured. He's injury prone. Is he a wonderful player? Yes, he's a great player. He has all the techniques, but his injury record is very bad. So I will stay away from Olise, but he's a fantastic player. Let's see how Crystal Palace goes, but I know this is what in the beer parlor they say, elimine gragra. They are doing all this. The next season, teams will figure them out and they will return back to base.
Yeah, of course. I don't expect them to. Yeah, Olise, for me, he has talent. Probably he might need a coach that can. Sometimes too, players meet coaches that bring out the best in them and bring out the professionalism in them and help them to sustain at that level, because he has the talent, obviously. So I think he's more of. He looks like somebody that doesn't doesn't push himself too much, too hard to get to where he's supposed to be. So if somebody can put that in him, I think I'll see him at the top. He's going to be a very top player. But again, like you mentioned, it all depends on how much he wants it, how much he wants to, push himself and get to the top.
But here's a question though: which player will he realistically bench if he was to go to any of the top 4 clubs right now?
Yes, sometimes you never know. It depends. Like I said, it depends on how much you want it. Like when Kai Havertz came to Arsenal, I remember listening to all the pundits. They said, "Why would Atata go and spend 65 million on a player? Who's going to bench?" That was the question. They said it's not Saka, not this, not Jesus, not this, not that. Now, if the team lineup comes out, Arsenal fans look at it and they don't see Kai Havertz as a 9. They start asking questions. So sometimes you may not really see it. You don't know who he's going to be. You don't know how the other person is going to turn up the next season.
Justice, he goes into Manchester United, he walks into that team straight.
I said top 4 now.
Sorry, top 4. Okay, Manchester City wouldn't walk into that team. Liverpool, I think he would walk into Liverpool's team.
Really? And Ben Salah?
No, he doesn't play. He can play this guy's position, someone's like.
So, but he's going to play it as behind the striker.
They don't play any person behind the striker now.
This new coach plays for the new coach coming in. So he walks in.
You're talking about the future. We're talking about the present.
For me, doesn't have to bench anybody. Doesn't have to bench. Just go in there, be a sport player, prove yourself. You will see games. All these big teams. If Elliott them 6 matches in Liverpool, why won't Olise see a game in Liverpool? Elliott is not just one chance they gave him. Little by little, now he became.
He walk into that team. He walk into that team. Ugo, this is you don't understand the game, the name of this game. Ten Hag is almost at the end. You see the players, their head are down. Klopp, the same thing. It's just like politics. The moment your tenure is about to end, people leave you. Your past tense. So let's move on. I think he working with a new coach. I don't think he will walk into Man City. With Arsenal, man, he's not going to walk into the Arsenal team. No way.
No, of course. Even to make but the problem I have with him is just we don't know how much drive he has in his tank. But in terms of talent, he has shown that he has the talent. Now is the application. He's ready to train. He's ready to push himself. I don't think he goes to Arsenal, but at least like you said before, top 6, top 7. He needs to. Tottenham, he can play in Tottenham.
I have the same concern with the Berechese. I don't see a certain fire in their eyes.
Berechese is not professional. He just having fun.
I'm not talking about skill. Skill, they have that in abundance, right? But I'm talking about I don't know how to explain.
You don't see their belly. You don't see the fire.
Few weeks ago, I mentioned it too. Most of these are players. I know we only try to promote our own. Even the one in Chelsea, what's his Noni Madeke? He doesn't look professional to me. He has the talent, but I don't know if these guys understand what it means to be a professional athlete. Like, you can say what you want to say about CR7. Ronaldo is supposed to be a model for every young player out there. Look at how that guy keeps pushing himself. I have been doing this from day one. But I think, but you see them, they think it's just leg over flick here and there. That's it. No, bro. There is more to it. There is more to it. I remember very well, I can't remember the era it was. Lampard was not seeing games in Chelsea and he wasn't taken to that tournament. Lampard stayed back in Stamford Bridge all summer, trained and put himself in shape. The next season, he wasn't dropped in one game. He was not dropped in any game all that season. And this is an Englishman. But our brothers, the next thing they will tell you is because of an African. No, everything is not racism, bro. Because no coach wants to lose a game.
An example is this Mateta. This Mateta guy, I see that fire in his eyes compared to Edward. Edward is a better striker in terms of talent and ability than Mateta. But nobody sees Edward. He's on the bench all the time because that Mateta, if he gets on the field, if he's there 60 minutes,
he fights now.
He gives you fight.
Those defenders, they want to rest.
Yeah, I remember that's what helps you.
When you see a
Gabriel and Saliba, they hear like that
talking with all this. You think that talking and he's not doing it in a purpose? You go fear now.
I remember
it's good you mentioned. I wanted to say it before, I said no. I remember I didn't want to bring a lot of Arsenal into it. Remember when he was linked to Arsenal, that Edward. Arsenal fans are raving for that guy.
Yeah.
He went to Crystal Palace, and that has been the end since that time.